The Dorkening and all affiliated shows are not intended for anyone under the age of 18. The following may contain discussions or scenes that have adult situations, graphic violence, nudity, strong sexual content, and graphic language. This show is intended for mature audiences only. Viewer discretion is advised.
Hey, welcome to another episode of The Dorkening. We are live, and this is going to be a fun show. We're going to be talking about HBO Max, Darkseid. First image of that. I'll try to load it onto the screen. Also, we have an awesome guest. We'll start off with Rich.
Hey, good evening.
Hello,
Thanks for having me, guys. I really appreciate it.
Oh, thanks for joining us. So you are the CT Joker.
Yes. I have been cosplaying probably since the early 90s. Don't do it quite as often as I used to, but I still enjoy it. I'm encapsulating all different aspects of the Joker.
Nice. And also with us, we have Steven from Super Retro Throwback Reviews.
Hello, everyone.
And Yo-Yo.
Hey, everybody.
So I know we're going to talk about HBO Max. Also want to get Rich, your thoughts on the Snyder Cut. We talked about that last week.
Okay.
Yeah, and also, there's a bunch of new comic news. But where do you guys want to start? Tell you what, Rich, you're a guest of honor. What I sent you some news items earlier. What piqued your interest the most?
Well, let's start off with a Darkseid image.
There we go.
Since you're talking about the Snyder Cut anyway, right?
Jeez. Okay. Yeah. Let me load it real quick. So yeah, that was posted. Let me load it. So while I
think who's new at this?
Yeah, I know. Well,
yeah, no doubt. Technical difficulties, right? The fun of the podcast world, right?
Yeah, exactly. So while I try to find it, Rich, do you want to talk a little bit about it?
Sure. I did try to get a lot of different images of it today to sort of streamline. Oh, there it is, right there on the screen, right there.
Yeah.
So, let's see how much we can enlarge it, because I was even trying to enlarge it online. It's not totally clear, but he's clearly a warrior type Darkseid. And the image behind is kind of cool with that. I don't know if that's a ship or that's supposed to be part of Apocalypse. I don't know. What do you guys think of that? Is that the death spores in the sky?
It's hard to make out, but it's so this was actually posted by Snyder.
Why did he post like literally the blurriest picture he could find?
I know.
Because it's not finished, probably.
Don't post it.
Yeah.
So this is before the 20 or 30 million they're going to spend on VFX?
Yeah. So do you think this is just I mean, it is really blurry. Could this just be a pre-production, just pre-CGI kind of rendering? This can't be the...
Yeah, I mean, it's a tease for sure.
Oh, totally. Definitely getting us talking about it.
Exactly. Yeah. That's the point.
I mean,
I don't know. I feel like he's doing this a little bit too soon. Like, I feel like the announcement's too soon. I feel like all the teasers are a bit too soon. Like, waiting until next year.
I'm sorry, there's not an exact release date on this yet, is there?
Nope, just sometime next year.
Yeah.
Sometimes next year, right, on HBO Max.
HBO Max, yeah.
I mean, back to the image. I mean, when you see a video game trailer at E3 and they say footage of this trailer may not be in the game, this completed footage may not be in this image may not be in the movie, or may be altered because it's not finished.
Right.
Now, the actor was also announced this week who's playing Darkseid, Ray Porter. And where do we know him from?
I honestly don't know. Let me see.
Yeah, it looks like Argo is his biggest movie. Also, Almost Famous.
Okay.
Ooh, he's gonna be in The Sandman. That's interesting.
Could that be the Netflix one coming out?
Yep. Yeah, that should be the Netflix one. Oh, that has Kat Dennings in it as well. Tell you, Netflix has been coming out with some awesome stuff. Another thing we're going to be talking about later, Umbrella Academy season 2 is they're going to have a teaser. They're talking, I believe, tomorrow. And they're saying July. Did you guys watch Umbrella Academy?
Yes.
No.
Yes, absolutely.
Yeah.
I even tonight in preparation, I watched the last episode of the first season that they had.
Nice.
Just to remind myself what had happened with her, the sister that previously had no powers suddenly had powers. I know it's something with a V, Venta. And she ends up blowing up a large portion of the moon before they transport into the future or the past or wherever they were transporting to.
Yeah, I think it was the past.
I believe so.
Yeah, such a good show. Yeah, but yeah, shocking that it's going to be just a month away. They have a habit
I'm happy about that.
Yeah, they just have a habit of dropping stuff off. Okay, so Chris says this looks nothing like Darkseid. Tom Moore says season 1 was awesome. Hey, Token Dead's here.
I don't know if any of you guys saw. I just saw a very good incarnation of Darkseid on the Justice League Apocalypse.
Yes. Oh my God, that was so good.
Yeah, that was quite enjoyable.
And they weren't kidding. That is friggin' dark. Oh my God.
It was.
So much death and destruction in that.
Yeah. I don't want to leave any spoilers out there, though.
No. But it's interesting where, this is definitely a pivotal moment in the DC animated universe. So I'm not sure where they're going to go next. I mean, is this going to be... I don't want to say anything to mess it up because...
Yeah, you can't.
Did you guys haven't watched that yet?
No, not yet.
No. Oh, you're missing out.
I miss out on a lot of things.
So Yo-Yo, you were looking up some stuff. Did you find anything on Darkseid there?
Well, the actor playing him, he's in Justified, which it was an episode of Sons of Anarchy. He does some voiceover work for video games. So, I mean,
are you constantly looking for products that won't irritate your family?
Oh, I'm sorry, and Adam just started playing.
No, I'm not. But I mean, if you want to tell me more about that.
Oh, that was not what about. Okay, so Chris says $20 million being sent to reformat a movie made for a sequel. They won't make a sequel to. Yeah, that's so. I mean, I know there's a lot of hate about the Snyder Cut coming out. It's yes, Steven, we know. Steven did not like the news of the Snyder Cut. What about you, Rich?
Well, I didn't really have a negative feeling. I mean, I didn't like the cut we saw in the movies. I didn't love it, that's for sure. It was entertaining, but obviously there were a lot of holes in it. And as far as them putting out a 4-hour movie, and if it's really true that we've only seen a quarter of what his movie was, yeah, I like to see it. Yeah. Absolutely. I liked Watchmen. Not everybody did, but I did.
Yeah. Did you watch the new show? Or is that what you're talking about?
No, I meant the original Watchmen movie. I'm sorry.
Yeah, I don't know if he had anything to do with the show. Did he?
No, he didn't approve the show.
I mean, why would he need to approve it?
Well, because it's working off of his works. I mean, they went forward without his approval, but I think they tried to get him involved.
Well, the movie itself is off works itself, like
Yeah.
it's off a comic book. So
Yeah, and the TV show is actually more accurate of the comic.
Yeah, because it follows the
giant squid. Yeah.
Right. The squids. Right. The squids. The reigning of the squids.
Yeah. So have you guys watched the show?
I watched a little bit, not the full thing, unfortunately.
Yeah.
Yeah, I also 2 or 3 episodes and just didn't capture me.
Yeah.
I remember seeing the movie a long time ago. The TV show, I did not see.
Well, the TV show was pretty good. So
That's what I keep hearing. This is one of those things I haven't had the chance to go back and actually finish watching. And I should probably try to do that soon.
yeah. So how many of you are going to subscribe to HBO Max?
I'm on the fence.
You're on the fence.
I'm a serial cheater, so not me.
I'm thinking about it.
Thinking about it.
I mean, I saw someone post there were some certain Looney Tunes cartoons were on there, but one wasn't. And that Looney Tunes cartoon that isn't on there is my favorite too. But I want to know what other stuff is on there. Like, I know I saw that image you showed us before we went live. Like, there's certain Godzilla movies on there, and obviously there's Looney Tunes cartoons because that's a Warner Brothers property. But well, obviously we see the screen now.
Yeah, so I'm logged into my HBO Max. What they're pushing is obviously Friends, first thing that you come up to.
Yeah.
There's a bunch of original stuff, which Love Life, the Looney Tunes originals. Oh my God, so awesome. It's a brand new show. Each one is, I'm going to try not to play it. So each episode is about 15 minutes. You get a couple episodes. You get like a couple shorts as well. And I know there's some CGI, but it looks hand-drawn, like, you know, and it reminds me a lot of the Looney Tunes of, you know, like the 60s Looney Tunes, the 50s, 60s.
Yeah.
It's not, you know, I know some of the, I recently went through and acquired the complete Looney Tunes collection. So I've been doing a huge binge on Looney Tunes, going back from the 30s up until like the 80s. And definitely Looney Tunes petered out around like the 70s, 80s. So this is prime Looney Tunes, like 50s, 60s, well, 60s, 70s stuff.
Yeah.
But yeah, the new one is, I swear it's animated. It's just, it's.
Well, I mean, of course that's animated.
Well, I mean,
they found a Martian to.
No, I mean, you know, like a lot of the cartoons, it's, you know, they have some app, you know, that they just put the characters in and they, you know, do their modeling. But this here, it seems it feels like hand drawn.
Yeah, I mean, I'm intrigued about this because they're not using the original actors, obviously, but I'm intrigued on how the voice acting is going to be. Like, I saw the trailer, and the trailer kind of was like, you know, but then I'm curious about how the, you know, how the voice actors, the new voice actors are going to honor the original voice actors. You know what I'm saying?
Well, we'll probably get pulled down, but let me see if I
Oh, don't do it.
Yeah.
So the voice acting is really good, and what I love is Daffy Duck he's Daffy, you know. It's you know, he sounds like Daffy, but the character that they're molding him on is like the original Daffy. He's crazy. He's not like some sarcastic, you know, second fiddle to Bugs Bunny, you know. It's just yeah, I urge you guys, you know, I'm a huge Looney Tunes fan, and I definitely urge you to check it out. There is quite a few Godzilla shows on here.
Are they going to bring the DC stuff into that, since that's all covered by the WB umbrella?
So I was gonna cover that. So they actually have, which is really cool, So they have these sections down here, HBO, but there's an actual DC section. Doom Patrol is moving to HBO Max from what I saw. They have Batwoman on here already.
Oh God, Catwoman. Oh my God, that's on there.
Well,
He's like, burn it, burn it.
so
I have to agree with him, but I was going to point out the fact that Steel's there.
Yeah. Yeah, Joker. They have a lot of the DC animated universe movies.
Okay.
Some of the series as well. Not too many series though. They have Beware the Batman. But do you subscribe to DC Universe, Rich?
No, again, I'm a serial cheater. I'm sorry. I'm a bad boy.
No, it's
Now,
fine.
my question is, with HBO Max, are they going to be recycling stuff every month like Netflix does?
It looks so. DC Universe does that as well. So if you go to Last Chance,
So they are going to be recycling stuff. If
yeah,
that's on there.
yeah, which kind of sucks because DC Universe, that's one of the bad things about it is, their collection is small to begin with.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, and I just saw a quick picture of it. Have you guys been watching the new Harley Quinn animated show?
Oh my God, yes.
It's so funny.
It is.
It's hilarious.
Yeah, and the ad that I keep on getting on Facebook, just Commissioner Gordon being a drunk with definite emotional issues and wanting that friendship with Batman, but seeing the ad of Batman after he spoiler alert, after he got broken, it says sometimes I sit,
Right, and I think Wash does a pretty good job as the Joker.
Yeah.
And I think he also voices oh Jesus, I want to call him Mudman, but I know that's totally incorrect because I'm brain farting. I apologize.
Clayface.
Clayface, thank you. You. So just me and Leo have seen that.
I haven't watched the whole thing, unfortunately. Again, my time is I have so little of it.
Okay, I understand that.
Yeah, Yo-Yo is one of the people that is essential. He's been working throughout this whole ordeal here.
Yeah.
Okay.
And I have not seen it, unfortunately.
What's the day gig, Yo-Yo?
I am a sales manager at Best Buy.
Okay, got it.
Computer sales supervisor. So yeah. So and Best Buy is an essential business. We are been open since everything started. So
got it. Well, thank you for helping the people.
We do our best. Thanks. So there's an elephant in the room we've been skipping around. We're talking about the whole Snyder cut in DC. Did anybody see what David Ayer said?
Oh,
about the Suicide Squad Ayers cut?
Yeah.
I did not hear this.
Yeah, I don't know. Do we want to see more Jared Leto?
if it gets fixed, I mean,
the whole thing got cut up by a place that didn't even a studio that does commercials did the whole thing. So you have to wonder what was like lost in translation and what was left out. I'm curious on that one.
Yeah, I'm curious too. I mean, I'm really
I know the story behind the Snyder Cut. What's the story behind the Ayer Cut?
So remember that awesome trailer that came out?
Right.
The second one that actually got people's attention?
Right, that it went on a lot of those scenes that were not actually in the movie.
Yep. So the powers that be decided that, hey, let's have this company actually do the movie then.
Mm-hmm.
So they were put in charge for editing the movie, and they edited the crap out of it. So
how much extra time is supposed to be in that?
That I don't remember reading.
My
But
guess would be probably the same amount of time as the Snyder cut.
Probably.
Wow.
Given how much, because Jared Leto went on record saying multiple times that there is a crap ton of stuff that he did that was never seen.
Right. Well, it was rumored, and they've showed a few scenes, and they say that supposedly the scene I've seen on YouTube is supposed to be the Joker peeing on Harley. I don't know if you guys saw any of that on YouTube at all, but
Nope.
I don't know, just one of those weird random scenes when they were doing deleted scenes that I noticed. Because I know they were trying to do a lot of over-the-top stuff. I know that said this 18 and plus, so that's okay to talk about, right?
totally.
Of course.
All right, everyone went silent. They're like, "Oh, what's the clown into?"
Did you obviously you watched Joker? But what did you think of Joker?
The Joaquin Phoenix.
Yeah.
I did like the movie, but my personal feeling was it was a great movie about people with mental disabilities, and I felt like they crammed a lot of the Joker stuff in there. Yeah. Especially with Bruce being so much younger. But I mean, I thought the movie was well done, where they were crafting what you were actually seeing and what was in his head.
Yeah.
What was put into question, at least.
Yeah, I feel that a lot of it is subjective, and I think they played it off like that. I hope that we see his version of Joker in the Batman. If they're playing with time and what's real and what's not. It's well, we'll see. I mean, it's but I enjoyed it as well.
I did as well. I loved it.
William Pace says #no golden showers. Wolfie said Wolfie says he can't fix Suicide Squad. I do not care what they say. Also, there's a question about DCU moving to Max. That's something that they could possibly do. They haven't really announced anything yet. But I have a feeling that, everything's going to roll up into HBO Max. But they could try to, split the, they're getting revenue from both right now.
Right.
I know they're getting my money on both. I'm going to be canceling DCU.
So, do they show Stargirl currently on the Max, or no?
No, they do not.
Okay, because I know that just started.
Yep.
Yeah, I still that first episode is not.
It's a CW show, it's a lot of drama, a lot of teen angst, and it's the first episode was good. The second one was okay.
The first episode was good.
I liked it.
I must have missed something.
I'm behind the eight ball on CWDC shows, so
Yeah.
You're not missing much.
The second episode, they focused more on the Stripe, the robot.
Yeah.
Yeah, I know you're probably not going to watch it. But I know Wolfie's going to watch it. Wolfie's in the chat room here.
I will maybe give 2 more episodes a chance, knowing that I'm not going to like it, just so we have something to talk about.
What about you, Rich? Did you catch Stargirl?
I did watch the first episode. I thought it was interesting, but like I said, it was a CW show, but it had decent production value for the first episode. And it was nice seeing some of the JSA stuff, which I'm not totally versed in, but I mean, I definitely know some of the characters.
Yeah. I started reading some of the comics because that's the good thing with DC Universe is, you have an episode, they'll actually link the comics that, are part of that episode.
Right.
So I started going back on some of those. William says second one was great. It was, well, but like any CW show is, I don't have high hopes.
We could have a spoiler talk about that first episode. I'm going to tear it apart.
Go for it. People have seen it. You want to tear it apart? Tear it apart.
Why in the world did he even bother going out at the end? Okay, so when you found the staff, why was your automatic assumption that it had anything to do with you? Could just be That's a coincidence.
Yeah.
Let it fucking be. His actions make no sense. None whatsoever. And then could have just killed her. This could have been over with super quick.
Yeah.
Like, I understand, like, she's supposed to be the main character. Like, either do the job or don't bother trying.
William says JSA will have a big role in the Black Adam movie. And Wolfie says, according to Todd Phillips, Joker was a standalone movie and not part of DCEU. I agree. The first episode was fine, but the second one was better of Stargirl. Yeah. We'll see if it continues. Well, obviously it's going to continue, and Batwoman has a new, we covered this last week, but
Did we find a new actress for Batwoman?
they haven't announced one yet. No, but somebody made a joke. The actress from Brooklyn Nine-Nine, what's her name? Not Beals.
Oh, she made a tweet and tweeted herself, cropped herself into the Batwoman outfit.
Yeah, that was it.
Make it happen or something.
Yeah, she would actually make a really good Batwoman. She's pretty badass in Brooklyn Nine-Nine.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I can see that. I mean,
anybody else watch Brooklyn Nine-Nine?
Yeah.
No.
That was a good
Rich,
show.
what do you watch, Rich?
What do I watch? What, the geek shows?
Well, anything. What do you watch? It's
Let's see.
chat, so.
We were watching Law and Order SVU forever.
Oh, there we go.
We watch all the Chicago Fires. Honestly, a lot of the CW shows I don't really watch anymore. I liked Titans that was out on the DC app. The live action. I really liked Swamp Thing.
Yeah, Tom just mentioned
which I think somebody really just bought that, didn't they?
Yes. Who was it?
But I don't think anything's been said if they're definitively doing a season 2 or not.
CW acquired Swamp Thing.
yeah.
Oh, God.
Okay.
No.
Other things that I watched.
Oh.
The Penny Dreadful, City of Angels.
Oh,
Anybody watching that?
I've been meaning to watch that.
Not Penny Dreadful. I haven't seen that.
There's not a ton of new stuff going on right now. The Chris Helmsworth thing on Netflix, I thought that was pretty good.
That
That
was
was good.
Extraction, right?
I've been avoiding that. I don't know. I just didn't want to be disappointed.
There's a new show I watched on Netflix yesterday called History 101. It was really interesting.
Oh yeah, I started watching that today.
Yeah.
First episode's on fast food.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, and Magic for Humans is pretty good too.
Yeah.
Okay, I've seen some episodes of that. That's pretty good.
Yeah.
I know this Friday I'll be watching Space Force on Netflix.
Oh, that's this Friday.
Yeah.
Okay. Is that a series or a movie?
It's a series.
Okay. What are you laughing at, Yo-Yo?
Just brilliant.
Well, have they put out trailers for it?
Yeah. Steve Carell, comedy.
Yeah. But have they put out trailers for the show yet?
Yeah,
I
they put
haven't
out
seen one. I don't need to see one. I just know it's going to be brilliant.
Okay. You've got a lot of faith in Steve Carell.
Yeah.
It's just the concept. You have faith in the whole concept.
That and Steve Carell.
Then you got the commercial. Yeah, is gold. He ends up singing. What's that song? What is it?
Kokomo.
Yeah, Kokomo.
Okay, now I have to see this. Now that's definitely going to be something I'm going to have to watch because that's the concept sounds brilliant because it's making fun of, unfortunately, things that seem to be actually happening.
Yeah. I'm on board with all that. Don't you worry.
There's
Not that
actually
you were worried about it.
There was actually a trailer for a game show I saw today called Star Wars Jedi Temple Challenge, and it's kind of a cross between Star Wars and Legends of the Hidden Temple, and it's hosted by Ahmed Best, who I think did the voice for Jar Jar Binks. So Yeah.
As long as he doesn't do anything in the Jar Jar Binks voice.
Yeah.
I never want to hear that voice again.
Yeah. Yeah.
Easily.
So I just wanted to go back to HBO Max here for a second, just to finish.
Oh, they got Studio Ghibli stuff. Awesome.
Yes. So somebody was asking about this earlier. So what is this, Steven? I keep on hearing people talk about this.
So it's a bunch of anime stuff. If you've done Fathom events in the movie theater, they always have a Ghibli Fest where they show all these movies in one round succession. So it's like a day and a half, but this is it's unique anime. It's not like Dragon Ball Z or Full Metal Alchemist or anything like that. This is like late 80s, early 90s type anime. So when Akira was at the height of its peak, this was right.
Did Totoro come up before or after Akira?
Some of these came right around that time. I know Spirited Away was right around the time of Akira, I believe.
Oh, 88.
Yeah. Because we did a review for it on our podcast because we have a segment called Throwback Movie Review. And we review movies from the 1900s to now. We did Spirited Away. But my co-host has the whole Ghibli library, so
nice. Also for sections they have, let's see.
So I mean, honestly, that alone to me makes it worth it.
Oh, they even have Crunchyroll.
Yeah.
And like I said, Full Metal Alchemist right there. That's a great series.
Let's see.
Kenshin. Let's see.
Oh, sorry.
TCM. That I'm sold. TCM. Take my money, HBO Max. I'm a classic movie guy, if you can tell.
Yeah, let me let's see.
Wait, so now if you already have HBO, is this additional?
No, so from what I understand, if you have HBO already, there's a good chance you have access to this.
Okay.
So when you log in, you have a choice to either make an account or log in with your cable provider.
Right.
So I signed up because I was getting HBO through Amazon, and I was told that it wasn't going to be available through Amazon right away. So I figured I'd just cancel it on Amazon. Plus, I got a discount anyway for doing a pre-order.
Nice.
Yeah. Let's see. TCM. I mean, there's definitely a ton of content on here.
Oh yeah, there's a bunch of old movies.
Great old movies.
Wolfie, if you're seeing that, like there's a bunch of classic movies on there.
Yeah. You want to show Wolfie's comment?
Oh, yeah, TCM is awesome. Oh, and it locked up on me. What the hell? I'll refresh.
But with those classic monster movies, do they have Abbott and Costello meet Frankenstein?
Well, they got the original Stars Born, and then the version before a couple years ago, Stars Born. Which, fun fact, the original Stars Born with Judy Garland is the only Stars Born that doesn't follow the same story as that Stars Born, and the one that had Bradley Cooper and Lady Gaga. So
interesting.
Oh, Tom says he bought HBO Now and upgraded to Max. Not sure what William says. You can get it through Netflix and Hulu.
Ooh, some good movies on there. Horror movies.
Okay, let's see if I can get this to work. Let's see. Yeah, the Adult Swim section. They do have Rick and Morty on here.
They got Robot Chicken.
Yep. Space Coast. Space Ghost, Coast to Coast.
Space Coast. You know?
Space Ghost.
Samurai Jack.
Yeah, Hunger Force. Robot Chicken. How much Robot Chicken is on here? 10 seasons.
Can't remember the last time I saw Robot Chicken. I think it was like season 5 was the last season I saw.
Yeah, I've been trying to catch up on it. And I've been hearing the Not Too Late show with Elmo is really good.
I heard someone say something about that. Oh, it was trending today.
Yeah. William says you broke the interwebs. Yeah, Fresh Prince.
Big Bang Theory.
Which Doctor Who, though? Probably all of them, right?
All of them starting with the okay, so they're counting season 1 as who was that? Oh, the 2005. So it doesn't go back further than that.
Damn.
But they have all the seasons since then.
Yeah.
Pretty cool.
Yeah.
But do they have the Christmas shows? Is the question.
Of Doctor Who?
Yeah, no one ever has the Christmas shows. Whenever you see a series, they never have the Christmas shows.
Christmas Invasion.
Nice.
Yeah.
I'm starting to see. I'm trying to read the title, but they're super small.
Yeah, Christmas 2006. Yeah, looks like they do have it.
Oh, so it's very thorough.
Yeah. Yeah, there was another season or show that did that too, where they missed the Christmas specials. Downton Abbey.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah. Oh, William says you're supposed to get HBO Max through Netflix and Hulu. Not Netflix, but Hulu. You could probably add HBO, but I heard that. Wolfie says BBC America
for the older Doctor Who.
Yeah.
And Pluto TV
Good
as
call
well.
on that.
They have their own channel.
Yeah. So I heard that the HBO, they want to try to, in the beginning, definitely get as much money as they can. So some of the services that you buy it through, they take a cut. So I heard it wasn't going to be available through that. That's why I decided to pre-order, because Amazon wasn't going to have it right away. Yeah.
I choose not to give Amazon any money, so just me.
I give Amazon all my money.
I am not going to help him become a trillionaire. I can help him do that. I refuse.
So
I say that, and yet I use Netflix, which is using their web services. So I really should abandon the internet.
Yeah.
So, bye, guys. I'm gonna leave the internet so I don't give them any more of my money.
Well, everything uses Amazon Web Services. So.
Oh, God, it's just like owning so much of the internet.
So, Rich, last time we saw you was, I think, Super Mega, right?
Yes.
So, how's the quarantine been treating you? How you been doing?
I've been doing good. Took a little hit in the beginning, took a little bumps in the road, but I've adjusted. I'm also out here every day. I do food deliveries for Uber. I used to deliver people. I used to deliver people. Now I deliver food.
That's definitely an essential service in my book. So thank you.
Yeah, absolutely. A lot of people are out there.
Want to cook.
A lot of people are out there ordering food. I've definitely realized, come to find out, that people would rather order than cook themselves.
After working all day, it's sometimes just a lot easier.
Yeah, I get it. I mean,
I got to be up at 4 o'clock in the morning.
I order delivery on occasion, no doubt about that. But I'm doing good. My partner, Heather, who's in the other room, laying down, she has some health issues, so I'm very careful when I get home. I go right to the shower, drop, clean, mask up, do whatever I need to do, before I touch her or give her a hug. But we do what we have to do in these times, I guess.
Oh, totally.
Very true.
Yeah, it's I'm my work stayed open, but luckily I don't have to go to the office. I can do everything from home. But my wife, she's on furlough until this whole thing is over. But she does the same thing. If she goes out, she's anytime we go out, you come home, you shower right away, you fully wash your hands. I also make sure that we take a couple shots of whiskey. Make sure you burn it right out.
There you go. Can't hurt, right?
Yeah, exactly. My dad always said, sickness, you can just kill it with whiskey.
Mm-hmm.
I'm gonna try that one time.
Yeah.
Oh, you got to do it more than once.
But I do feel lucky because there's a lot of people that are out of work and are in bad straits. So, I feel fortunate to be able to put food on the table and just do our best.
That's all we can do. Yeah, just take every day as it comes.
That was me.
That was you? Did you say that was you or
Seriously?
Oh, you froze. Yo, you there?
Yeah, I'm here.
Okay, everybody froze for a second.
That was weird. I heard it vibrate, and then all of a sudden, everybody froze.
Yeah,
That's like it wasn't me.
Tom says HBO Max sadly isn't on Roku devices just yet, and it's not on Fire Stick. I tried to install it on my Fire Stick.
Well, you did just say it's going to take a while for it to show up on Amazon. Why in the world would it be on an Amazon device for it to even
I don't know.
Amazon wants their money, or he has to be a trillionaire.
Yeah. You have it against Bezos, don't you?
Okay, so a company that creates a fund to give its workers extra money instead of actually giving them extra money, so that way they can write it off at the end of the year.
Oh, I get you.
While he made 50, 60 billion in the last couple of months extra to what he already has in his wealth.
Yeah,
all this. Well, so, yeah.
Don't worry, he won't pay taxes on it. It's okay.
Nope, not a goddamn dime.
I still enjoy the service, so I feel badly every time I do. Every time an Amazon box shows up. I hear you, Yo-Yo.
Do your packages ever disappear, Leo?
No. Quite. Yeah, we haven't had issues here.
Okay, that's good to hear.
Yeah, but I'm in Navy housing, so it's most of my neighbors are Navy people, so
Got it.
Yeah.
I'm really surprised they haven't put in tile tracking devices in boxes, some kind of cheap way to locate boxes.
Yeah.
Well,
I have to
utilize those boxes at Whole Foods that they have for when I do the Amazon. Otherwise, it disappears out of my apartment complex.
Oh, repeat that, Rich. What's that?
I said for the Amazon stuff, I have to utilize those boxes that they have there's a drop box they have at Whole Foods.
Oh, yes. Yeah.
Amazon drop boxes.
For Amazon, they're like lockers. Because at my apartment complex, you drop anything, 10 minutes later, the package is gone.
Oh, that sucks.
And I actually live in a good area, but just the apartment complex packages disappear.
Yeah. Oh, wow.
So, but the lockbox works.
Yeah. Yeah, that's wow, that sucks. Yeah,
a cheap Bluetooth location beacon.
Yeah.
How many people use the Amazon app? You just make it so it pings it in the background to update the location. Send a unique identifier to the person who receives the package.
There was a unique system I saw in Washington when I went to visit my family out there. They have these drop-off places. Amazon has them. It's made by Amazon. So if you go to on the outside of a store, it's I forget what it's called, but it's made by Amazon. And basically, if you order something at Amazon, they put it in these locker things.
That's exactly what he was just talking about. They have it at Whole Foods. I know there's one in Boston. There's a few in Boston.
Yeah, this was in Seattle, and they've I don't know if they've
expanded
out.
That's where they're located, so of course they're gonna pull out everything cool there first.
Yeah. Yep.
And I forgot the name of it, but
so one thing I also added to the list, we've been without really any major release of new comics. There have been some weekly packs of not the main titles, but we're starting to get comics back. And Marvel, they have 3 titles that are going to digital only. Valkyrie, Scream, and Cosmic Ghost Rider are digital only. How do you guys feel about that?
I mean, if you're going to pick 3 titles, why not pick 3 titles that probably not many people are going to be that super interested and super sad if they couldn't get a physical one?
Yeah, but do you feel this is a test? I mean,
well, yeah, of course it is. If they really truly believed in it, they would pick like a larger title.
Yeah.
I agree with Yo-Yo. It's probably like a dry run with everything with digital comics that's been in the news the past month and a half. I think they're getting their feet wet and they want to try it out.
Yeah.
Right. But does that mean that will soon be the end of the comic book store?
No.
I hope not.
I mean, that's like saying like when like the Kindle and the Nook and all those other e-readers came out that bookstores were going to die. I mean, Barnes & Noble, besides this stuff going on, it's still a functioning business.
Sure, but if they start putting out all the comics digital, are comic book stores only going to have back issues, and that's back issues and toys? There'll be nothing new, per se, for them to sell?
That's like saying that about a movie. I mean,
they're not going to do like no, because I mean between variant covers, there's so many things. Like people like tangible objects, especially people who collect, like who read comic books, collect comic books. There's no way in the world you're going to switch that to a digital media and still be able to function as a business.
So, Rich, are you for your comics lately? Are you more digital or are you more physical?
I love paper. I like to touch the paper.
I hear you.
I'm old school. I'm not a young man, that is for sure.
I've been trying to support my local shop, so I've been buying some stuff, every couple weeks. But the comics I bought recently, I don't want to open. So it's I got the McFarlane run of Batman year 2. So it's just gonna stay in a box. I'll read it digitally.
Nice. Yeah, I recently got a couple of Sandmans because I'm trying to go through that in preparation of the Netflix, because I got into Sandman only like 2 years ago, and I'm trying to catch up on all the storylines.
Oh, nice. Yeah, that's a huge read, though. That's
yeah, there's a lot of stuff out there.
Yeah.
But it's a way more interesting character than I ever thought he would be.
Yeah. I never read Sandman. I keep on hearing great things about it. So
I'm a big Neil Gaiman fan as far as books go. So
yeah,
I figured it was about time for me to jump onto his comic.
Yeah. What else have you been reading lately?
I've been rereading a lot of stuff. I really love, I don't know, it's an older series, but it's called The Dresden Files. By Jim Butcher. It's been spanning 20 years, and he's got 2 books coming out this year, and it's been 3 or 4 years since he put out the last book. Essentially, the storyline is Harry Dresden is a wizard in modern day Chicago, and he goes up against demons and gods, and he's way more powerful than he should be. And the character development is really strong. So it's one of my favorite series right now.
Nice. What about you, Steven and Yo-Yo? You guys reading anything? I know, Yo-Yo, your time's limited.
Unfortunately, I can't wait for things to go back to normal, so I can actually have a bit more of a normal life. Mainly the trains. If the trains were back to normal, life would be so much better.
Yeah.
Comics, not at the moment. Digital or paper. No, haven't done any reading lately.
Okay.
But I think it's been like a couple months since I've read a comic book.
Yeah.
I'm overdue for reading one, though.
Yeah. Oh, totally. Yeah, we missed Free Comic Book Day.
Yeah.
Which is
no, we didn't really. We missed it, but we didn't miss
it. Missed us. Yeah.
A lot of things missed us.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So now with the digital thing that you guys were talking about, so now is Diamond going to start distributing again?
Yeah, I heard Diamond was starting to distribute. But what was it? Was Marvel looking into or DC? I think DC. One of them was looking into a different distributor.
Right.
Yeah, but it was like multiple distributors, which is smart. If one distributor goes down, it's just it's the whole bottleneck. You can't rely on. You need a failover. If you're going to continue your business.
Right.
And it's. I don't see why they. I mean, printing, yes, it's, but there has to be a safe way to print.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, you can have one person working the machine, right? It's just a file and you hit print, right?
Yeah, sure.
Yeah.
It's easy, no problem.
Yeah.
Yeah, there's no color bleed or anything like that,
Yeah. So Cluison, William Cluison, how many people does it take to run a printer? Wolfie says he was always a Sandman fan. Cosmic Ghost Rider is kind of a flop, he says. Oh, pardon me. Holy crap. Yeah.
I mean, again, that makes sense to go with that one as your, let's see how this whole digital thing works for us. Because I don't feel like there's going to be too many people clamoring for Cosmic Ghost Rider. Valkyrie. I'm sure there's going to be there some fans, but not enough to, like, they're going to throw a hissy fit at the fact it's not a physical copy.
Exactly.
Yeah, and I mean, something like that, just a lot of people are just going to catch it on Marvel Universe, after 6 months. And that's going to be, interesting to see what happens, is because you get weekly releases with that as well. Are they going to start putting newer stuff up on MCU or no? Yeah. So, Rich, obviously you're more of a DC guy.
No, I've got a whole arm full of Marvel tattoos right on my left arm right now.
Really?
Yes, I do.
Okay.
I can't. Yeah, I can't really. I see a little. I don't know how I can manipulate this. The arm in front here. No, I can't do it. But yeah. No, I like Marvel. I like DC. I'm not reading a ton of new stuff these days. Unfortunately, I got divorced a few years ago. Had to liquidate quite a bit of my comic book collection. But I love the characters. I love watching the movies, the animated shows. Obviously, I'm a little obsessed with the Joker.
Yep.
And I don't know. I just like geek stuff in general. Geek sci-fi, mystery, death, dark shows.
Nice. Have you rewatched any Marvel or DC movies recently?
I watch Deadpool and Deadpool 2 all the time. Sometimes I just put it on in the background, and sometimes depending on Heather and I, we sleep at different times. So sometimes I'll jump on the couch and she'll be reading the book in the other room, and she'll hear it and she'll just start cracking up. But yeah, I watch way too many of those Marvel MCU movies over and over again. I put them on when I'm going to sleep. It's just nice little comfort.
Yeah.
Geek stuff.
Oh yeah, no, I'm right there with you. I keep on rewatching like Doctor Strange. I've been rewatching Infinity War and Endgame. I've seen Endgame way too many times.
Right.
Yeah.
Now, where do you think Marvel's out of gas? I mean, what do you think? Do you think they've got a plan?
Well, I think they definitely have a plan. I don't think we're gonna see something as big as Endgame, from them again. But it's
right, because we get little teases here. Like, I think the most recent one I saw was Doctor Doom was going to be the bad guy this time. But then, There's just so much stuff to set up for that.
Yeah. And in rewatching Endgame, it is, got me thinking at the end of it. I don't think they killed off Thanos. I think they just sent him back to his time. Because if they killed him off there, that would split the timeline. But I mean, we'll probably figure out what's happening with the new Scarlet Witch show.
Yeah.
Right.
But they obviously, I think they're going to tie in a lot more with the TV shows, but they still need to figure out how to introduce X-Men. And who's going to be the new Wolverine, and it's I don't know.
Yeah, it's a lot of character development.
Yeah, totally.
And then how to also explain, or maybe they'll just totally ignore the fact that the whole Avengers thing happened and we didn't see any these other heroes that they're going to now be introducing.
Yeah, I do know that there's some talk of bringing Daredevil back in. Not Daredevil. Yes, Daredevil. Daredevil. The Charlie Cox.
Right. Into the movie fold, or to do another Netflix type show?
Well, it's not going to be Netflix, but I'd imagine, I would hope to movies.
Mm-hmm.
Please do.
Yeah.
Yeah, he was pretty cool.
Yeah, but their contract with Netflix, I believe, ends up in December.
Right.
Yeah.
So they could just bring all of them into the MCU.
Yeah, not right away, because each one has.
Please no Iron Fist. Please no Iron Fist.
Iron Fist was not. Jeez.
I mean, as much as
bring the character recast.
As much as I like John Berthol's Punisher, I'd really like them to bring Thomas Jane back as Punisher. That's just my opinion, but
No, you got to keep John Berthol. That's fair.
Yeah.
Thomas Jane is good.
I agree with that.
But as long as it's not God damn.
Ray Stevenson.
No.
Dolph Lundgren.
There we go. As long as it's not him.
I don't know. He was good in the last thing that. What was it?
Did you see the Punisher movie with him in it?
I did.
Really? And you want him in this?
He needs to come back in the Masters Universe movie. No? Am I the only one there? No. What did you think of Iron Fist, Rich?
Iron Fist. Well, he was whiny. That's the main complaint. I mean, I heard other people complaining about his fighting style. I didn't complain about his fighting style because he wasn't about force. He was about using other people's force against each other. So I didn't feel like he had to do what Daredevil was doing. But yeah,
I wouldn't complain about his style. I would complain that he didn't seem to actually know exactly what the hell he was doing. It wasn't really well choreographed.
Right. Well, is that the actor's fault per se, though?
Partly, and I guess partly also the people who rushed through any training they did to get those scenes done.
Right. And he was skinny. I don't know. I liked a lot of those other Netflix. It
doesn't really matter. Just the whininess and the fact
that was probably my least favorite of the Netflix Marvel shows. But I did like how they I mean, it's way over now. When they did season 2, how they ended it, I thought was great potential for season 3, and then they canceled it. Do you guys remember the ending of season 2? Did anybody watch it till the end besides me?
I did, but I honestly cannot remember it.
I can't remember it either.
We're long since spoilers, but I'll say it nonetheless. Spoiler alert. Where they made his female partner, she got the Iron Fist at the end.
Yes. Yep.
And I was like, that'll be interesting in the 3rd season. And then, so.
Yeah, I still haven't watched the 3rd season of Daredevil. Once I heard it was canceled, I just lost interest.
I mean, it was like me with the second season of The Punisher. Once he went all guns blazing at the very end of the second season, I was like, all right, hook it to my veins, give me more. And then they say, no third season. And
Yeah.
I'm just like, screw you. Yeah. Why?
Well, hopefully they'll bring him to over to the Marvel streaming service.
But how lucky, some of us, at least even for me, sometimes I have to pull back and be like, hey, 10 years ago, we couldn't imagine them doing a live action superhero thing that looked competent.
Yeah.
And now it's insane. And now we're like, some of these are so boring. They suck, blah, blah, blah.
I remember, back before, I remember in the 90s, just, talking to my friends saying, what if they found, some somebody that could do like aerobics, and how awesome that would be, don't worry about the fame, just get somebody that can really do the moves to do like a nice Spider-Man, and it's just, we didn't have that back then,
Right.
I still like Generation X as much as people hated on that movie.
You mean Project X?
No, Generation X. It's an old show that was, I don't remember if it was a movie or a pilot, but it was on Fox. They aired it once.
Really?
Yeah.
Generation X. Okay, enlighten us here.
I'm sure you can find it on YouTube. It had Emma Frost, Jubilee was in it.
Really?
Really?
Yeah.
But it only aired one episode?
Yep. I don't know if it was supposed to be a movie or like a pilot, honestly, at that, because it was so long ago. But
All right. Yeah, here we go. 96, February of 96. Yeah, Jubilee. I'm going to have to hunt this down.
Same.
Yeah.
Did you guys enjoy the series Legion at all?
that was good.
I really
Heard
enjoyed
about that one. Didn't follow through.
Professor X's son.
Definitely worth a watch.
Yeah,
Yes.
what was it on?
FX.
It's a bit of trippy. It's kind of 70s-ish, but yeah, if you flow with it, it keeps revealing more and more. And I thought it was a pretty decent ending for a series as far as a short season goes, or a short series.
I'll have to check it out. This is the
You don't
problem.
remember Wolfie talking about this?
No.
Really?
Yeah.
Both me and Wolfie were like, you need to watch this before.
Yeah, but Wolfie enjoyed the CW shows, so I blocked out a lot of his stuff. Well, I know we are past time. I apologize for keeping you guys late. Yo, you must be starving.
I'll be all right.
You'll be all right. Rich, I want to thank you so much for joining us this evening.
Well, thank you guys for letting me put my little bit of input in. I appreciate it and had a good time.
Yeah,
Hope you guys have a great night, and thanks again for having me.
you too. So we have your links in the show notes. You're on Instagram, CT Joker 2014.
Yep.
And Facebook is CT-Joker. So I have those in the show notes. So definitely follow Rich, on social media. You do awesome cosplays. Absolutely love everything you do. And
Thank you.
you're welcome. Steven.
Super Retro Throwback Reviews on Facebook, Twitter, and Instagram. You can find our show, Super Retro Throwback Reviews, and CSI The Vegas Files on the Dorkening Podcast Network and all major podcasts and distributors.
Yo.
Boy Meets Phone on Twitter, Instagram, Facebook, YouTube, and you'll see it on those same social media channels. And of course, you can find me here, Leah.
And for me, just Google Leo Pond. You find a bunch of stuff. Could be true, could be not. I'm not going to say which is which, but more importantly, follow these awesome people here that were on tonight's show. And also head on over to thedorkening.com to find all the shows on the network. 30 shows on the network, which is crazy. And we're definitely going to be adding more in the near future. Not sure. I'm going to talk to a couple people, but Alex just texted, "Ugh, sorry, dude, lost time."
It's too busy creating awesomeness. It's all right.
Yeah. What's awesome, well, besides all the other shows and you guys, but we're doing a new show on the weekends with Roger Cabler. He's the guy that does the Rob Williams impersonation. And he cosplays as Rob Williams. And he has a live comedy show on the weekends, which is a lot of fun. So definitely tune in. I believe we haven't set a date for this weekend yet. It's either Saturday or Sunday around 2 o'clock. Just look to our Facebook for more information there. And I want to thank you for watching. Catch you guys later. Bye.
Peace.